Welcome back, everybody. We're back again with another episode of Core Keeper, episode 7. Lucky number 7. We're already here. We are working towards getting ourselves some iron armor. I believe I did already get some iron armor, or I might have. I'm not too sure. I got to double check on that, but let's get started. Okay, so YouTube is great, and then our little friend Yoda. And we got our little pets last time we were in here. So pets are there. I got a little bird. I also found out some information about how to get the dog, so I might have to look for getting that. But yeah, so I got so we have our iron workbench. Oh, you know what? I don't have an iron helm. Oh, I don't have that yet. So yeah, we need to get lots of iron. I think we had some smelting. We have some right here now. We have some more tin. We have a ton of iron smelting. So let's take half the stack, start smelting more of it. A lot of copper. Let's take a little peek at what we're working with here. I know we actually have a lot, so yeah, so this gives us armor well at low HP. That's why I don't think I'm going to be using the iron stuff. We have a little bird that will give us some stuff. Otherwise, I did realize that there's a little tiny pet info tab. I never named my pet. So let's name our pet. So my name is Yoda. So let's name our pet Jedi. And then, Jedi. Wait, why is it not working? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, actually, you know what? That's okay. I put 1 point into there. Buffs owner with 30 plus 3% range attack damage. Okay, good. Whew. Because critical hit damage, and then buffs owner with 3-point range attack speed. Oh wow, you can wait. Is it 1 per thing? Oh, it is. So it's 1. So you choose your destination. So range attack speed, range damage, critical hit range damage, or movement speed. You can max all the points. I wonder what I should do here then. Okay. Buffs owner with 3% range attack speed. So I can do double range attack speed, or I can do movement speed. It's a point over that. Okay. I'm going to do this for now. All right, so that's good. So yeah, I found that out before we logged off last time. Just before the video ended, actually. Okay, so let's put some stuff away. Oops, this, and let's put some more things away in here. Ba-boom. And then eventually I would like to have it where maybe there's an ability to like showcase what's in the side of the chest. Like maybe you hold an item, it could like it could actually glow or something. That would be kind of interesting. Okay, so yeah, we've organized a lot in our base before we logged off last time. Now iron is our next step that we need to get. So we need to get lots of iron. Of course, we're going to need more and more and more. I do have a tin pickaxe. Not the best. I am looking to probably get some iron pickaxe, obviously. So we don't really need much other than some gold, and we can make some iron stuff. I don't need an iron shovel, and I don't need an iron hoe, although it is good for doing certain things. So let's get 2 of these. Might seem like I'm spending a lot here, but I'm actually not. And then let's put so it's Q, by the way, to auto input items from here to the chest that's here, just in case you're curious on that. So it is Q to auto import items from your inventory over to there. So if you are looking for a quick way of doing that, that is how you do it. Okay, let's dump these in here. And now I have some better stuff for mining. And what else do I need in here? So we made the key thing. Scarlet Workbench will be coming later on. I think we really need to try and get, like, my armor that I currently have has no set bonus, melee bonus, and a little bit of range damage. It takes a while before you actually get, like, I think this one does, yeah, see, this just says damage in general. Armor while at low health. I don't know, like, it's not really that big of a bonus going to the next step. Like, I think the chest plate actually does give you a decent amount of armor, so maybe. But I do have more range damage right now with the current armor that I have. All right, so let's try to get some more iron. Snap, do you think we should try to kill the Devourer, or do you think we should try to just get, oh, no, maybe not kill the Devourer, but get stuff to kill the Devourer? I think we should try to get some rail systems. I wouldn't mind doing that. We need a lot of tin for that, I'm pretty sure. Are you good at, do you want to make the rail system, or do you like doing that, or not really? You can? Okay. Yeah, if you want to make the rail system, by the way, if anybody has not made a rail system before, you can just go into your crafting station if you already have copper. I think is it under copper? Yeah, railway forge. Yeah. Do we have a railway forge yet? I don't think we made one. That was something I think we were missing. Yeah, okay. So let me make that real quick. Okay, and then now we can make this, and then I'll put it down here. And so rails are really cheap. They're actually, you get 5 for 2 wood and 1 copper, and then wonky minecarts allows riding the railways with high speed. Wow, did they add? They added more than just 1. That's pretty sweet. I don't know the difference of the 2, but I mean, we can afford both of them. And the minecarts we actually want to take with us, so we can make a lot of these. We have actually just, for some reason, they have like low wood. Wow, we need to make a wood farm. Okay, so then all you got to do from here is I usually like to make a way straight down to another biome. So if you are passing over water, it's not a huge problem. But it's good to try to avoid that. So you know where the biome begins, which is over here. We'd have to pass through the slime area in order to do that. So for that, I'm gonna might have to be a little curvy and wurvy, so won't be too bad. So for that, I like to just kind of map out your area. Keep in mind, if there are things along the path, they can damage tree farm or rails first. I can do the rails, but I think we should work on a tree farm too. Like, I'm thinking I can help real fast by just opening up the full left side. Because we want to change the flooring and everything anyways, right? You're gonna set up the farm? Okay. We can also work on setting up a slime farm up here, because I think it might be beneficial to maybe do that. Fortunately, like, we're in like Slime Valley, so it's kind of tough. But I'll open up a lot of this over here just for the sake of getting everything kind of cleared up. Yeah, so in Core Keeper, you do have to spend some time, like don't forget a hoe. Yes, I will get one after. In Core Keeper, you do have to spend some time, you know, excavating and get a ton of, basically turn it yourself into a bulldozer and then kind of deteriorate everything around you. So that way you have a lot of room for growth. Farms specifically, our farm is a little bit small right now, but it is getting us by for the minute, like the time that we're in right now. But eventually you want to have like a ton of stuff growing, and depends on how big you want it to be. Like, you can survive off a few things. The one thing that Core Keeper doesn't have yet is like seasons, which I don't think it will, because you're technically like underground, right? So I don't believe that we'll ever see anything like that happen. Grab tin, we can make a crude drill. Oh yeah, true. Right about that. And just remember that when you are using items, you can use any item to actually chop and all that, but of course you get more utility and less durability loss out of actually using items that don't belong to what you're doing. So if you're going to chop trees, for example, you know, you can just use the pickaxe. It's not a huge problem. Just leave the roots if you can. I like to usually do this, especially if I'm not getting into turning this into a farmland just yet. Okay, so, and then of course we have like a little water patch. We can leave that alone. Not a huge problem there. And so we're good there. Basically just opening all this up just to give Snap a little bit more areas. This is a good little fishing zone. We can also make this a bigger area after, but more so just getting things ready. I like to make it symmetrical too if we can, but of course if we don't have to, it's not a huge problem. I feel like down the road we might end up seeing Core Keeper have it where if you don't have torches on the ground, that more enemies spawn. But I haven't seen that anywhere in like any of the change logs, so it might be possible that that's not what they're doing. You're gonna make a basic farm? Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I got a little bit more wood. Luckily in Core Keeper you actually get a decent amount. You get a decent amount of wood from just chopping down just a smidge of trees, but you don't get a lot. So we want to be a little bit more cautious with wood. It's actually good that they did this. So originally in Core Keeper, wood was like not really like you would get a little bit of wood and it would last for a very long time. And then they came out with planks, and planks basically take wood and it converts them into planks, right? So So now you're using more wood for doing more things. So it's actually a lot better. Even though, of course, you might be saying, well, no, like I liked it before when I had 500 pieces of wood, but they had to change it up. I mean, it was desperately needed to be changed. Okay, so the terrain we don't need to change up too much, but Snap's using a hoe to kind of like plant things around. Do you want me to dig up all this turf, or what are we doing with like the sand and all that? Are we just leaving that alone? What are we thinking with that? Just leave it alone? Nah, it's fine till we get the drills. Okay. I just want to make sure. I usually like to make a wall, basically to kind of coincide with our current wall of our base, so to keep the slimes out, and then we can make a slime farm, but that's like really late game stuff. Okay, so let's get more rail systems, and rails are actually like really useful. I know that right now you're probably saying like, what do we need a rail for? But I mean, we're gonna need them, so whether we get a lot now or later, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, and I do like making dump chests, but for now we don't have any, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so it's Q, and that auto imports. Perfect. And let's go back. Q. Wait, hold on. This is why I think I need to have like a. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, we do have actually a lot of wood. I don't know why I was saying I needed a lot of wood. We have tons. Okay, so scraps. I need more scrap, which we can get anytime. And then we, of course, now got some more of these little things. So as we get more chests, we can unlock more. But for now, it's not like a necessary thing. I'm not really too worried about getting more copper stuff. I'm actually really excited about getting more like of a gold chest or like an iron chest, per se. Okay, so I have a lot of copper, and let's just showcase how fast this minecart can go. Eventually, we'll move around some of the stuff so it's easier to see. So tin and iron, yeah, tin and iron. And let's take that. Also going to make some new stuff after because I think we have the room for it. So that takes 10, 15, so 38 is, if I'm correct. Yeah, 38, and we have 35 iron. So we're a little bit short on making a full set. We have everything else that we need. Actually, we're low on, yeah, that's actually fine. So I'd have to get more after, and we have a lot of spike traps, so not too concerned. What I also like to do sometimes too is actually surround the outside of the rail systems with some spikes, because enemies will attack the rail systems or like while you're on them. So it does help to do that. Got upgrading, gotta go fast. Move speed, running after consistently. Okay, cool. And then we have the upgraded mining cart, so it's perfect. Yeah, the slimes you don't have to worry about. The grubs you do. And we can't, I don't want to go through water just yet, so I'm going to curve this over. Eventually we'll make it look nice. Like for now, I'm not really, I don't remember. Can I? Okay, so you can, yeah, so before you couldn't do this. So what would happen is you would put a torch inside of these little caves, and it, like now that you can actually place a torch on the wall, as you can tell, it lights up the whole place, so it looks really cool and bright. Oh my god, the lighting that these torches give off is just so amazing now. I remember before it used to lag like a ton whenever we'd have a ton of them, so nice that they fixed it. The also bonus about Core Keeper is actually placing these items. Oh, well, you can see the slime boss. I'm bringing this right through the slime boss. That's really funny. Probably not the best idea. I don't recommend this, but for the sake of the video, it's too late, right? Here, let's actually smash these up. But yeah, sorry, I was saying the bonus about Core Keeper is that what they do in the game is, how's our neighbor doing? I mean, it's not attacking me right now, so for that, I guess that's okay. So in Core Keeper, what they do is when you are taking an item like that is on the ground, for example, what you see here with the minecarts, digging them up or hitting them after you've placed them incorrectly does not cause you to lose anything on them, which is actually really helpful. A lot of games that I've played recently, they kind of make you pay for actually going through the process of, you know, messing up on your, you know, rebuilding and stuff. So it's nice that they didn't do that. Now with mining carts, it's really easy. You literally just press E on it and then press go forward, and then your character will keep going. You can also attack while you're in a minecart now, so they fixed that. So yeah, no worries with anything that way, which is nice. Minecarts are so fast that they're basically like super needed. But for the sake of continuing on, I don't think I want to keep doing any more of the minecarts yet. Although, okay, how far are we going? We're going here, 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 and we want to get to the iron deposits anyways. So it might not be the worst idea, considering I have a lot of copper. You know what? I will keep going with it. Because we're going to have to do it anyways. Oh, that's a lot of minecarts. Oh my. Okay. And really, there's not much else we can really use copper for at this point. All right. And I think we can get more copper literally just from talking to the NPC. Not that we want to, but eventually we'll have so much money that we won't know what to do with it. But let's continue on down here. And like I said, you can shoot while you're in here. So if you want to shoot anything, you can still do that. Probably not a recommendation if you don't want to get... oh yeah, another thing is to always keep your minecart on you. So my thing that I recommend, keep your minecart in your hotbar. Don't get rid of it. Always keep it in your hotbar, because if you die, you always keep it regardless. Unless, of course, you're playing hardcore mode, then you're gonna lose everything anyways. But yeah, so if you keep it in your hotbar, then if you die or whatever, you can immediately jump back on your minecart and you're good to go. Same goes for anything else. Like if you have stuff, free rails. Oh, you found some? Uh-oh. I'm in an area where it looks to be... Okay, good. Same goes for anything else in your inventory. So if you see that you are carrying... Oh, this is going to be more of a little mix up here, but... Okay, somebody already had a little system. I was just going to say I might need some boards to go across here, but it looks like somebody already made them. No. Like I said, don't use your pickaxe to attack somebody if you can help it. For the sake of me doing this, it's not a big deal. So yeah, the same goes for anything that you want to always keep on you. So for example, if you have your inventory open and you're like, okay, I have some mushrooms, I have some clay, I have some torches, I have some wood bridges, who cares about that, but I have my main wood. Keep your main stuff in your hotbar and keep your accessories inside of, you know, that you don't care about losing down here. That way, if you die, you could say to yourself, look, I'm not going to go through the process of, you know, I'm not going to go through the process of going back and getting 16 torches, right? Like, why would you bother doing that? So that's why it's kind of like, I don't think they're going to change it anytime soon, but if they decided to, tomorrow, for example, well, then fine, you can go back and find all your stuff. I mean, ideally, I would recommend going back and getting your stuff out of your grave anyways. As of right now, you know, they still like allow you to die and your hotbar stays okay. So I wouldn't really, you know, worry about it yet, but it is possible that we could see them change it up in the future. Would they? I don't know. I mean, maybe people enjoy the fact that their hotbar stays there. I think that if you die, you should lose all your stuff and you should have to go back and get it. But I know that a lot of people are not a big fan of that. So, you know, who knows? I mean, that's just my opinion anyways. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of iron. We have everything else that we need. And the bonus about the iron deposits is that we can maybe find a labyrinth or two. If you don't know what a labyrinth is, I just noticed something. I don't have any food on me except for mushrooms. Messed up. If you don't know what a labyrinth is, you find them inside of Core Keeper pretty much anywhere inside the iron biomes. And when you find a labyrinth, they have lots of cool stuff. If you're by me, I have soup. No, you're on the opposite end of me. I'm like up and you're down. And an iron pickaxe does a lot of good stuff. And we're looking for a mage right now. I'm actually looking for not a mage. I'm more so looking for a fire guy. Sorry. No, I am looking for a fire guy. The one guy that I just fought was nothing. But I do like some armor that you actually get in another biome, which we'll get to in the future. The shaman, thank you. It wasn't the mage, but yeah. So the shaman will drop or can drop, I should say, a fire staff, and those fire staffs are really good right now. Not saying that they're the best throughout the entire time in Core Keeper, but they will get you pretty far. So it's good to look around for them and just know that shamans come equipped with some friends that battle with them. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. I found rare candy. Oh, I got the axe. Yeah, or the hammer. Okay. So this hammer apparently has a new ability. It's called an iron sledgehammer. And as you can see, holy moly, this thing is crazy. So this is a new item that just got it added in Core Keeper. Oh man, oh man. Snap, have you seen this thing before? Okay. They're probably gonna need to nerf this, I would assume. Because this seems crazy. You can also use it for attacking too. Okay, so basically to tell you, so Snap, hold on, let me finish fighting these guys. So when you are like hitting, oh, I found the crystal shard already. Nice. Okay, there's a big gremlin or a big golem guy here, so I gotta be careful. We'll have to show off that thing in a second. Yeah, unfortunately, inside the iron biomes, you're gonna get attacked by a lot of stuff. So don't be discouraged if you die or anything. This is not like the end of the world, and it happens a lot. Wow, that was a really good. Oh, there's a shaman right there. Perfect timing. Come here, shaman. I usually recommend when you're attacking the shamans, don't stay within direct range, as they can annihilate you. Just be very cautious when you do that. And they don't always drop the staff, so if you don't get it right away, don't be too worried and say like, oh, I never even got it. I also got a iron key as well. The Devourer is going right through the biome that we're in right now that has like a ton of like basically the archives, and it has like a ton of areas with like some really good loot. But unfortunately, it is going through there. I don't know if it always does, but yeah. I do want to find another shaman if I can, so I can try killing it. I think we upgraded a little bit. There's a shaman. Whoa! There goes all my HP. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. And this is why minecarts are really important. Because, as I mentioned, we didn't really die. We only just, fell asleep, and now we can go all the way back. And in a matter of a few seconds, we can get right back to where our dead body was. Well, I say a few seconds, but I really mean a few minutes, just because I gotta go back and fights and stuff. But yeah, so shamans are tough. They're not easy to kill if you get hit by them. But if you don't get hit, yeah, well then they're a little bit easier. But you just gotta be a little cautious. But yeah, so Snap, the sledgehammer, it actually destroys up to 6 blocks at a time, if you can believe that. So I am just like annihilating through everything. I don't know how rare it is to find this thing, but I do think that they probably will nerf this if it is very easy to find. Obviously, that's my opinion, but okay. So the other thing too to realize is that if you by any chance are dying and you respawn and you're overburdened while you're going to pick something up, remember that it's not ideal to do that, because you want to make sure that if you are overburdened, to empty out anything that you don't want, because when you do pick up everything, you will drop extras if you have it, right? So just be aware of that. Okay, I don't think these guys drop anything other than iron. That looks like it's dropping a Caveling hood. Yes. Okay, so this I can actually whip, because this gives me 4% dodge chance. I'm not gonna. Oracle card, brilliance. A charred card with golden borders and an image of a glow tulip. Looks like it's part of a set. What the heck is that? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Pellet candy. Feed this to your pet to boost their XP. It makes something? Okay. Late game though? Alright. Yeah, because I've never seen that before, so it's kind of cool. There's a shaman that killed us. As I mentioned before, we are ranged, and so is a shaman. Be careful, though. Oh. You decide to fight it for any reason? Whew. Dang. Still didn't drop what I wanted. So it's tough when you're in the midst of everything, but if we can get that fire staff, they don't have a lot of. It's tough. It's really hard to get that fire staff. Like, and when I say really hard, I mean it's like not. It's like a low % chance. You found a necklace? Nice. Yeah, like I think when I was trying to find the staff after the fire staff, it took me a very long time. I also keep forgetting that lighting up the area with torches is actually really helpful for you, because you can see where the enemies are to hit them behind certain surfaces, and especially when you want to hide behind a surface too, it helps with that. Now I just broke my thing, so I'm gonna have to probably hit it with something else, I'm guessing. Not recommended either. I think to make a repair kit. Yeah, I don't think I can make a repair bench. Pretty sure I can't anyways. Hey, I need copper for this. Hey, snap. You don't have any copper on you, do you? Ooh, some food. Thank you. Here, want to see this? Check this out. Isn't that crazy? Like, I don't think this is going to be sticking around for very long. I think we're going to get that. It's going to be like this for like a little bit, and then eventually they'll change it up, because, well, there's better. Is there actually? No way. Come on. The durability on this is strong too. Like, and this is not even enhanced. Like, you got to remember, this is just basic. Like, I could probably go back and upgrade it. I cannot believe this. This is insanity right now. Yeah, an item that is better. Really. I mean, it's the first time I've seen this, and it makes me happy. I always forget in Core Keeper, you don't even have to keep clicking. You can just hold down left click, and your character will literally just do it for you. So, just something to consider. But this is basically like, if it's in the desert, so enjoy that item. Yeah. Is it a drill? It has to be a drill then, because what's faster than this? But the drill, if it is a drill, does the drill only go forward, or? I mean, regardless, you can cut out tunnels with this thing. You really want to know? Nah. I think it's a minecart that has a drill on it. That's my guess, or something like that. That's if I had to guess. Okay, but yeah, so we're able to find this item, which is pretty amazing. I'm getting a little carried away with it, but essentially we found lots more items here. Of course, we found the Ring of Rock, which is what we have already had. I've noticed that the stats on these rings are pretty much stagnant, so they don't, or sorry, pretty much static. So I mean, they won't change at all. So if you, I did have somebody question like, hey, if I find a Ring of Blank and you find a Ring of Blank, are they going to be the same stats? Yes, 100%. They're not going to change. So your friend or whatever is not going to get a better roll than you are. Although I would like to see it where it does. Like, so what I would like to see is where an item that you find randomly in the world does have better stats, so you can kind of be like a roll better stats. Only difference is if you can make polished version. Yeah. So for me, I think that they should change it. But at the same time too, you know, it might take away from I don't know. I still think they should change it, because I think, like, just like in Terraria, when you find different items, it can have different rarities to it. I just think it would kind of give back a little bit more, so that could be something that we see in the future. Okay, so we have to repair our items, so let's do that first. The one thing that I'm going to recommend to the devs of Core Keeper is a repair all function. So basically, like, I want to see the necklace you found? Sure. Let me dump some stuff in here first. So let's go with Q. Dump anything that we found. Take out this stuff, and then keep dumping more where it needs to go. So dump the food in there. I'm going to keep the soup on me. And this is where things get a little tricky because your items that don't stack can't be just automatically placed in here. So you got to be cautious with that. Anything else in here? Some of these things, some bombs. We have the crystal skull shards, which we're definitely going to need. Rare, can you feed this to your pet to boost their experience by 500? Whoa, shit. That's a... I mean, I don't know if I want the bird. I mean, whatever. I'll just give it to the bird. Hey, what? That's it? Okay, hold on. How much XP is this bird at? Oh, that's not even... 500 XP is nothing. I thought it was a lot, but okay. Anyways, let's dump some stuff in here. Okay, take off half the wood, as we always do, because we definitely need wood. Dump that in there. Put a key. Another key. And then we have a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, so let's pump this in here, this in here. Oh, I should probably smelt these things, actually, is what I should do. So that, and then in the next one, we want to put our iron, and then our new smelters, which technically all this stuff should be right next to each other. But for now, it's okay. We have our instrument. We have a pillar. Basically, these things are just for cosmetic. This. That's more iron. Or sorry, that's actually tin. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep this and that. Okay, so those are the new things that we're going to be keeping. So any sort of cosmetic stuff, like I said, I always keep it in the cosmetic chest if we can. And then anything super rare, I like to keep in the far left one. So the ocarina, sure, we can put it in there. And then, of course, our money. Okay, so we have a minecart. We have a lot of cash. And look, if you go to the NPC, you can find copper. You can buy fiber. You can buy scraps, but don't do that. You can buy the eggs, of course, which is nice. And then, as I mentioned before, keep things in here that you definitely want to keep on you at all times. I'd like to keep a repair bench. So for the sake of right now, I think it's wise for us to keep a repair bench on us. So let's go to the basic one and just get some copper. As I keep saying that we should keep a repair bench on us, and I never did. So let's actually keep that in our inventory. What I will do is I'll keep it right here. Okay, so now if worst case scenario, I do get lost out in there and I have a bad iron bow I can repair. So these are things you want to keep in your hotbar. Food, scrap parts, wood if you have to, I suppose. A copper shovel is only good if you want to do X marks the spot, and so on and so on and so on. We have the start of our area, which is going to be basically done by a minecart, and of course we found one of the coolest thing, which is the iron sledgehammer, which is really useful from what I see so far. We still haven't found the staff that I want, but that's of course can be done in another video when we get a chance to kind of go any further. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. Snap, did you want to come back and show me that necklace that you found? I'm kind of curious in seeing what that looks like before we log off here. Okay, and then going forward in the future, what we need to do is we need to get a lot more copper. So just because you are no longer mining copper doesn't necessarily mean that you're done with it forever. So just, you know, you might look at it and say, oh wow, you know, like I'm done with copper, I'm now moved on to tin. Well, that doesn't mean anything, because obviously at this point you can still have items that need copper, and as we know, copper is definitely needed for rails. So we are going to need to go back into the biomes that we are obviously getting out of. So first, when we first started, we found a lot of copper, so we're gonna need to find even more. So having this is actually going to help a ton with this iron sledge. Heart berry necklace, plus 0.7 health every second. Ooh, I don't even have a necklace yet. Are you using this? Oops, sorry. I dropped it back again. You can use it. Ooh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, cool. Okay, so that is it for our episode today. Thanks again for watching, and a huge shout out to Snap for staying with us today. And when we come back later on, we're going to keep going through our powered rails, getting them where we need to in each different biome. But of course, we need to go back and find a ton more copper. We need to smelt that. We need to eventually go back and fight that giant slime. Don't worry, we haven't given up on you yet. It's just not going to be the easiest thing until we find some good ranged weapons, which we will very soon. But before we leave, I want to see one quick thing. I want to reinforce this, which will actually do some more mining damage, and this too. Okay, so both of those are reinforced. Okay, that is it. I will see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching.